We are celebrating the end of Season 9 of 2K TV with community members. We have got...
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building, a squad that looks more than ready for the game ahead of them. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Here are the five for the Raptors. We've got Alperen Şengün, all out there with Smith. Then there's Kevin McCale, and it's Artest in at the three. And for San Antonio, they've got Bull. Peja is out there with Chamberlain. And it's Miller, and it's Marbury in at point. Look at San Antonio. And, Greg, they must be feeling the pressure of this winner-take-all matchup.
Yeah, I mean, they've only got one shot at this. There's not going to be anything secret about their game plan. They've just got to play to their strength.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Chamberlain down low. Şengün covering. His shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Back to ball. The pass to Şengün. Artest on the wing. Covered by Miller. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Artest against Stojakovic. Artest kicks the ball. Clock at 6. Pass to Şengün. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Şengün hits them both. Here's Marbury. Tipped away. Here's Chamberlain. Kevin McCale pulls it in. And so it's McCale with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive.
And the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Smith for three. Chamberlain with the rebound. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Stojakovic banked in off the glass.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one. Sending it right over the top to the shooter.
Here's Smith. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And they pick up 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here is Artest. Up again. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Artest. There's the three. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Now Miller. On the wing, Stojakovic. There's the triple. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Nice shot by Smith.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And here's Miller. Passes it to Marbury. Miller surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to Chamberlain. Over Şengün. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Smith to pass the ball.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's a second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Domantas Sabonis.
On defense, the Spurs. Ball finds Sabonis. Smith outside. Here's Artest. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Marbury, covered by Smith. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Ball. No good off the back of the rim. Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's Smith missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Marbury. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Stojakovic with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Raptors trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Smith kicks to Artest. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's Marbury, covered by Artest. And Chamberlain with the stop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Back to Ball. Sabonis, high post. Artest against Stojakovic. Bucket is good.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
San Antonio leading by 3. Into the lane. To the inside. Chamberlain kicks to Miller. Pass to Stojakovic. 5 on the clock. Here's Marbury. He's guarded by McCale, and the shot goes in.
What a hoop, Starbury, a shot maker.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Let's hear it for the Spurs High Squad Dance Team.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Haynes dishes to Hart. Pass to Sabonis. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Sharp. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
And they set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Here's Abdul Rauf. And it's Miller in the corner. Shoots the three. He doesn't hit that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Harden with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Here's Ainge. And again, Toronto no up. For the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. Sabonis trying to get open.
And it's not just Ball's size that makes him such an excellent shot blocker. He's got great instincts as well. Not many guys come out of games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manute.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
6 to shoot. Here's Harden. Plays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Abdul Rauf, and it's good at the buzzer.
Wow. One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Harden out there with Ainge. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Sharp, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Martin wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ainge against Diakovic. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Danny Ainge.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Ainge against Abdul Rauf. And the pass to Stojakovic. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Takes the three. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. And they're unable to get the time basket there. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. In the corner, it's Martin. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Spurs lead by 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a free.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Smith outside. The Spurs getting another chance here. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Ainge. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Passes to Sharp. Yep, that one goes.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's Abdul Rauf. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drop.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Toronto calls timeout.
Your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
The Raptors making the switch here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shoots from 12. Outside for Artest. Here's Şengün. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Smith. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Ainge. Here's Artest. Here's Şengün. The kick out to Ainge. Second chance shot. Here's McCale. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Checked in for Ainge.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's Rice. Back to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Smith the pass to Abdul Rauf. Martin trying to free himself up. The shot by Abdul Rauf is no good. Toronto trailing. Here's Smith. It's good. This game is all even. Smith's got his third bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Once again, fans, let's give a big hand to your sensational Spurs Dance Team. Wow, let's hear another round of applause
for San Antonio. They've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Marbury. Miller outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
The line for your Spurs.
Both free throws good for Miller. Ball with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Artest. The pass to Şengün. And here's Artest. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Rice, covered by Artest. Here's Marbury, stolen by Artest. And it's Smith, top of the key. That one goes. Count it. Smith's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Şengün. This one for 3. And it's Artest missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Miller, the pass to Marbury. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Back to Miller. San Antonio needs to get off the shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Spurs making a switch here. Stojakovic is checked in.
Peja
1:44 left in the first half of the game. Ball surveying the defense. Feeds it to Artest. Looking to end his cold spell. And no good that time. Great D that time from Stojakovic. Here's Marbury. Rebound by the Raptors. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Artest. Trying to find Şengün. He hits it to him. And again, no good by Toronto.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Pass to McCale. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Smith in the posts. 8 points for him. Can't connect from short range. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Marbury.
Third foul in half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Day'Ron Sharp, Domantas Sabonis, James Harden.
Pass to Şengün. With 4 seconds on the clock. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Tie game in San Antonio.
24.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting and hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. Checking out the Spurs. They've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion of their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
Looking at Toronto, Shaq, your thoughts?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. ABC really making a difference here.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Now, here is our test. Poke loose, stolen by Stojakovic. Chamberlain is out there with peja Stojakovic. Then there's Bull. And it's Miller, and it's Marbury in at the point guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. It's Miller on the way. Shot clock at 5. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Toronto now. A 2-point game. Passes it to Artest. And he converts the layup. Artest's got his second bucket tonight.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First team foul.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3. McCale trying to free himself. And it's Smith missing. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Artest against Stojakovic. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
San Antonio making a switch here. Abdul Rauf is checked in. Kept alive. Chamberlain dishes the ball. And the dunk by Bull.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Toronto calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Let's give it up for your Spurs Hype Squad. And jumping up once again for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
Ball finds McCale. Smith with it, covered by Miller. Outside, McCale. Ball from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Chamberlain down low. Shangun covering. Good. Chamberlain got 8.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Ball kicks to Artest. Chamberlain brings the double team. Here's Shangun. Stolen. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The feed to Miller. Here's Abdul Rauf. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Smith, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Danny Ainge is checked in for the Raptors. Spurs leading by 4. Abdul Rauf the pass to Stojakovic. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Abdul Rauf kicks to Miller. Shoots over Ainge. Miller, no luck. Raptors trail by 4. Smith the pass to Artest. Counting. 6 points for him.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Abdul Rauf against Ball. Knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Caleb Martin's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Toronto. Sharp's checked in for McCale. Sabonis comes in for Smith. And James Harden subbed in for Ball. San Antonio calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the team, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
J.R. Smith's checked in for San Antonio. Williams comes in for Abdul Rauf. Miller against Harden. Miller kicks to Smith. Stolen by Artest. And here's the break. Here's Ainge. And he hits it to tie the game up. Ainge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Williams scanning the floor. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
To the paint, Sabonis. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Sabonis has got it all tied up now for the Raptors. Now Williams. Smith outside. Three-pointer. Headshot off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The shot's good from Ainge. Ainge has got his third basket of the night.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ainge. 1:25 left to play here in the third.
Spurs foul.
McCale checked in for the Raptors.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Raptors substitution. Kevin McCale.
Down low. And it's Kevin McCale with the finish.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
So it's the Spurs now. 4-point game. Here's Marbury. Ainge covering. And he drives in. Rice kicks the ball. Here's Rice. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 2 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Fairly strong. Harden finds Sabonis. And here is Ainge. McCale trying to free himself. And Ainge gets it to go on the assist by Sabonis. Ainge has got the lead up to 4 now for Toronto. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Smith the pass to Bull. And he lays it straight in. Bull's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, the dish from Smith. Great basketball play by J.R.
Harden kicks to Artest. Smith against Harden. And here's Artest. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. They get the rebound. Outside for Artest. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. McCale's got 9 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
And we've reached the end of the third. Raptors lead by 4.
Spurs 41. The Raptors 45.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court.
Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise.
Spurs trail by 4. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lonzo ball out there with Smith. Then it's Alperen Sengun. Then there's Kevin McCale. And it's Artest in at the small forward. Stojakovic, the pass to Miller. Oh, good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be... shooting free throws here. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Marbury. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Here he goes. Artest got a piece of it. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside ball. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Stojakovic with the 3. Hands it from downtown. And the Spurs lead by 1. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
I like their defense today. And you don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Here's Miller. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the Spurs making a change here. Chamberlain's checked in. Both free throws good for Miller. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Toronto calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
There's no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs Hype Squad.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Thank you, David. 6 to shoot. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Spurs.
Both free throws good for Miller. Here's ball. Outside Artest. Pass to McCale. Smith outside. Looking to get back on track here. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Smith, one of those physical guys at that position. Never bashful when it comes to trying to draw contact.
Smith hits them both. San Antonio calls timeout.
Promo team is looking to throw out some t-shirts to the ladder section. Get out!
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Marbury. On the wing, Miller. It's up a 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside, ball. Artest against Chamberlain. Artest gets to Sengun. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Had a hand on it, and he recovers it. Artest, good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Passes it to Bull. Here's Marbury. And the pass to Stojakovic. Chamberlain down low. He's covered by Ball. And Chamberlain gets it to go.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. Here's Marbury. That's good. And it's Miller with the assist.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Kicks it to Miller. Pass to Marbury. Jacks up a 3. Miller, no up.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Marbury passes to Stojakovic. Here's Marbury. Fires the 3. Rebounded by McCale. McCale's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Side, Ball launches a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Chamberlain got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Marbury. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Toronto making a change. Sabonis is checked in. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. A minute 20 left in the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Smith with it. Over Miller. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Stojakovic with the three. Nails the tray.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Smith for three. You can't get that one to fall. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Miller with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Smith in the post. He's against Miller. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
His performance today has just been so important. And what a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Pass to Stojakovic. He kicks it to Chamberlain. The three. Rebound by the Raptors. And the Raptors call time here.
San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs Night Squad. All right, everybody, get on your feet.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
They've been out of control. Is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And Toronto has possession. Smith feeling it out a bit. McCale left side. Over Bull. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So it's the Spurs now. Peja Stojakovic is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Miller. Then there's Bull. And it's Marbury in at the point. Back to Miller. For three. It's hauled in by Artest. Artest's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith on the wing. Back to Artest. McCale trying to free himself. And it's Artest missing. And San Antonio shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. They get it again. Chamberlain. Smith with the defensive effort. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And it's Artest missing.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
They get a hand on it. Bull with it. Picked up by Artest. San Antonio calls timeout.
It's time for T-shirts. Your Spurs youth dance team.
Abdul-Rauf, he's checked in for Bull. And Toronto also making a switch. Şengün's checked in. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Fast break Toronto. McCale's running. Here's Artest. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Artest's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Raptors. San Antonio trailing here. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. 3-pointer, Stojakovic. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
There's Ball with the three. The Raptors rebound.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Just 5 on the clock. Şengün, no good. San Antonio's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime. This is it to Stojakovic. There's the triple.
And there's that dead-eye shooting of Stojakovic, especially potent from outside the arc.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 1. There's 47 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Ball, he's checked in for the Spurs. Miller against Smith. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Outside, Ball. McCale trying to free himself. Count it!
And the Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse.
Let's hear it once again, everybody, for your Spurs Fight Squad team. It's time, everyone. Get up!
Here's Smith, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they had a foul to give, but they want to use it on the ground.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Steve Smith taking 2 shots.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
And they do have a foul to give.
And it's the Raptors ball.
Spurs Miller.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
At the line, Ball is much improved. He can make them pay for that foul. And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
On the wing, Stojakovic. There's the pass to Marbury. Oh, off target.
And these are the moments you want Marbury to embrace. Loves being the guy to make the play down the stretch.
At the line for San Antonio, Stephon Marbury. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. So it's the Spurs now. Driving the lane, and it goes down 2 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Outside, Ball. Here's Artest. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Artest's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
Here's Marber. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. Lonzo shooting 38% from the field. A pretty neat showing for them. Smith the pass to Artest. McCale inside. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Here's Marber. He's covered by Ball. Chamberlain down low. Here's Marber. 4 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Raptors ball.
And the Raptors with the ball. Outside, Ball. Inside. Now, here's Şengün. McCale dishes to Artest. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 58 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just 1. To the middle. Here's Ball. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Şengün. McCale trying to free himself. Şengün, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Here's Marber. Şengün covering. Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Stephon Marbury taking 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 15 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game.
There's no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs hype squad. All right, time to get back to the action.
Ball the pass to Şengün. Count it!
That was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slightest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the second overtime period, and here we are. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 1. 5 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down one, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Let's go, fans! Get ready!
Ball finds Şengün. Right between the eyes. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't great big in the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about...